Marcus Freeman and the Fighting Irish continue to dominate the 2023 recruiting cycle as they land another high four-star wide receiver in Jaden Greathouse. They have been killing it. Again, the number one recruiting class in the 2023 cycle. What are Marcus Freeman and the Fighting Irish up to? Let's talk about it. Jaden Greathouse is listed as a four-star wide receiver on both the composite and on 24/7 Sports. He is wide receiver 17 in the composite and 25 at 247sports.com. Listed at 6'2", 215. It plays at Westlake High School, a very prominent and popular high school here in Austin, Texas. So for me, Jaden Greathouse, really good off the line of scrimmage. Not necessarily physical, but does find ways to avoid defenders and get clean in open breaks. He is very good at getting in and out of his breaks as well. I feel like he's a very adept route runner already as a junior in high school. You expect that to only improve as he continues moving forward to the college level. Shows a very expansive route tree as well. He is a two-sport athlete, basketball player, a very good basketball player. And he shows that a little bit when he's able to go up and get the ball. He does a very good job of attacking the ball at the high point, at times going up in contested catch situations. He's also a special teams monster. Not necessarily the most explosive when it comes to speed, but I feel like he is fairly elusive, especially when the ball's in his hands after the catch. And again, on special teams, really good. They're just very creative when he gets into the open field. The big question is going to be, what is this offense going to look like moving forward? And what are these other players going to be around him? They brought in Braylon James and Rico Flores, both also high four stars in this class. We over at C2C do have Jaden Greathouse ranked as the highest rated wide receiver for most of us. They do have Lorenzo Styles there, who we all believe is going to be really good for Notre Dame paired with Tyler Buckner, but they also have Avery Davis, Braden Lenzy, Joel Wilson Jr., and Dion Colsey, and it may be actually Joe Wilkins Jr. I'm sorry. I'm very bad at reading my own writing. Joe Wilkins Jr. Peek behind the scenes. I expect Lorenzo Styles to still be the guy there this year, and I don't know that any of these freshmen really take a big step forward, even though I do think Greathouse could. The minute he steps on the field, he could be a starter for any team, and I do like that, especially for the Fighting Irish, who, again, are building a really impressive class. So then it comes down to Buckner. What is Buckner going to do? How good is he going to be? We've seen small flashes, right? Most of it rushing last year. Did have, I believe, a little over 60 passing attempts last year. That's not enough to gauge whether he's good or bad. Put up massive stats at high school, then had to take a year off because of COVID. Obviously was sitting there last year as the backup. This year, I believe, is going to be the guy. I know he was injured in a falling down the stairs accident, but he's going to be, I expect, at least decent. Paired with Jaden Greathouse next year, should be good. And then he gets CJ Carr, who is coming in one of the higher-rated quarterbacks in next year's class. While some people are a little iffy on how good CJ Carr could be, he's still rated very highly, could be a very good quarterback regardless. Jaden Greathouse, I think, is one of the best, you could argue the best wide receiver in this class for some, including us at Campus to Canton. Most of our recruiting team has him as the number one wide receiver in this class. If that's the case, Notre Dame just nailed it. I also like Braylon James, who is going to be, I think, a really good wide receiver as well. Marcus Freeman is absolutely killing it. The sky is, or as Michael Jordan would say, the ceiling is the roof right now for this offense. Tommy Rees, we'll see what he does. Very interesting play calls last year in the bowl game. Does that offense continue to be that explosive this year? I cannot wait to see it. And landing a guy like Greathouse only improves, I think, what this offense could be starting in 2023. Guys, if you like this video, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. Check out the description below. If you play any kind of college fantasy football, we got our Devy guide, our CFF guide, and our freshman supplemental guide on sale, all at campus2canton.com. Check out the website as well. Everybody have yourselves a great